Well, good afternoon, and my name is Ali Meehan. I'm your host for the Make It Happen by Being You conference, and I thought it'd be really nice to introduce some of the speakers. So over the next few recordings, I'm going to be introducing you to some of the speakers that we're going to have at the conference. So my first is Anke Herrmann.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you at the conference too. So Anke, for those people that haven't met you yet or seen you online, do introduce yourself and tell us more about you.
Well, I'm originally from Germany, but well, over 18 years now, it's like time flies. In 2004, I decided to leave behind a lovely software developer job in London and decided to move to Spain and let my creative side out and start a sewing business. And so I made flamenco costumes for dancers for many years. And I came literally with the idea of, I want to have a sewing studio. I want to make like lovely, lovely dresses in Spain. How hard can it be, right? So let's just see what happens was my business plan. And as you can imagine, I quickly found out that it wasn't quite as simple. And overwhelm, pressure was building up. So I was really building myself a relentless hamster wheel. And it wasn't until I realized that, well, wait, it's actually the process of building a business is exactly the same as building software or making a dress. It's the same creative process. And that really turned my whole perception of it around and inspired me to want to go out and support other people who have a passion, you know, something that they want to turn into a business so they can really impact people's lives and do what they really love doing. And so off I went, coach training, and all the while people would go, hey, can you help with the tech? And I'm like, yeah, go away, that's easy, that's not your problem, right? And so it took me a while, like really until the pandemic hit, that I could really see that online tech is something that gets often in the way of people bringing their ideas to life. They get sucked into the online tech jungle. And it was for me, with my background in software development, you know, it was easy for me, but I could really see that it wasn't easy for everybody else. So that's when I wrote my book, Taming the Tech Monster, and the Tech Monster Whisperers, basically what people know me for now.
I think it's phenomenal that you came over to Spain to make flamenco dresses when a lot of the Spanish women wouldn't, or men, wouldn't even attempt that. So I think that's phenomenal. And you're going to be bringing to us a roadmap to build your business online without overwhelm. So just to give us some highlights of what we can actually expect from your talk.
Yeah, I think there will be a few surprises, because it really, I've seen in my journey and trying to learn how all this works from, you know, what we have around us, I really have seen that a lot of the information you get, and not just what you find on YouTube, but also what people pay a lot of money for in programs, is actually messing with people's expectations and leaving out some crucial bits that make this actually a lot simpler than it feels quite often. So there will be literally like a bird's eye overview of all the pieces and how they fit together, because it's like when you walk when you arrive in a new town and you don't know where you're going, and you don't know, and you know, when you don't have a map, you feel really lost. But the moment you have a map in your hand and you go, oh, okay, yeah, well, you're still in unfamiliar territory, but at least you're not feeling out of your depth, vulnerable and lost. So that there's going to be that map that shows you what the pieces are and how they fit together. But that's also not all there is to it, because the part that nobody really teaches is the actual process, because, you know, everybody always teaches as if it was a straight line, and it isn't. And if you've ever tried, you probably would have known. But so there is method to the madness, and I'm going to clarify that.
Brilliant. So what would be your number one tip before the conference for taming the tech monster, who has actually got a name, hasn't he? So
yeah, taking the tech monster.
So what would be your number one tip for taming techie?
Well, techie, I think the number one tip is have a close look at him. right? He actually looks like a scary monster, but when you have a close look, it's just a friendly little dragon that wants to play. So I think, what if you looked at tech as just one other thing to learn? I always say, like, what if you compared to learning a language? You know, you don't go and say, well, I don't know, if English is your second language, whatever your foreign language is, like, let's use Spanish since we're in Costa Women, like, you know, you're not going to go and watch two YouTube videos about basic Spanish, and then you're going to pull out, I don't know, you know, like Don Quixote and expect it to read, you know, without any problem. So you go, no. Well, you're going to start with beginner level stuff, and then you slowly expand, and you also know that it's going to take some time. So what if you applied that same process to online tech as well?
Brilliant. And it's going to be a really good talk that you're going to be giving and learning that we're going to get from you. So what's the one thing that you're actually looking forward to most for the conference?
Actually meeting people in person. You know, I haven't been away out from my little corner near the beach in I don't know, 2 years. So I'm really, really looking forward to meeting. I mean, we've met in person a couple of times, so, but I'm looking forward to, you know, meeting you again, and then everybody else who's coming. So to just get off the screen and meeting people in real life, I can't wait.
Yeah, no, and I think that's really important, because most of us have been stuck behind these screens for a very long time. So it'd be really good to put some faces to names and actually have those conversations one-to-one when the person's in your time space. So I think that'd be really good.
Yeah.
Brilliant, Anke. Thank you very much for telling us a little bit more about Techie. Hopefully we'll meet him on the day. Is he coming with you?
He's always in my back pocket.
And
thank you.
It's a month today, so exciting stuff, not long now.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Bye.